And I'll just give you a little bit of background. This bill is intended to give our school districts more flexibility in how they use their funds. For several years, I served on the advisory board to the Rochester School Board in looking at how to solve budget deficits. And one of the things that was so incredibly frustrating was these different silos of money, and how there were things that we would have liked to have done to balance that budget, but we were unable to in the way that the funding silos were set up. And what I'd like to do is I have Superintendent Munoz from the Rochester School District who will give you a little bit greater testimony about why this bill is important.
Madam Chair and members of the committee, my name is Mike Munoz, Superintendent, Rochester Public Schools. I'd like to introduce some colleagues that I brought with me. I got Beth East, Superintendent from Cannon Falls, Mark Matushka, Superintendent at Castle Manorville, Mark Rubinek, Superintendent at St. Charles, and Jeff Ebert, Superintendent of Kenyon Wanamingo School District. I come before you today representing 20+ school districts in southeast Minnesota. Some of my colleagues are here with me today. Our journey began back in November when we came together as superintendents and board members to find a common legislative agenda. I remember that evening very well. I had the opportunity to facilitate that process. And I started the evening out, I split us up into small groups, and our charge was to, at our tables, to discuss concerns and issues that we had. I had anticipated that we would have several concerns and issues, and had this really great, wonderful activity to help us come to consensus. However, as a group, each group reported out, we realized that all of us had the same concerns and same issues. 20+ school districts coming together, united and working together for the students of southeast Minnesota is unprecedented. We come to you as one voice, asking for your help as we work through this financial crisis. In a crisis, managers need room to maneuver. Those who are entrusted by the public and the state with the responsibility for providing essential services must also be given the authority to carry out those responsibilities. If responsibility and authority are not linked, there can be no accountability and no meaningful problem solving. Public education has gone through a period of very lean years. While it's been hard, less than other sectors of the state budget, the 12 years of inadequate funding is becoming evident in a number of ways, including teacher layoffs, program cuts, and class sizes. We understand the problem by a sluggish economy and have no interest in complaining about the hardships and displacements that have resulted. Everyone has a tough time, and we have been willing to take our share of the pain. My purpose today is not to ask for new money that doesn't exist. We get that. What we're asking for is authority to manage our way through the crisis. Great challenges call for bold actions. In order to balance the budget, the state has shifted about $2 billion of funding from K-12 education to the next millennium. This shift is costing districts around the state a lot of money, especially in the context of funding levels that have not kept up with inflation in the last decade. We believe the legislature should temporarily grant districts much broader power to manage. This authority should continue until the shift is largely repaid and something akin to adequate funding returns to public education. Our school boards are comprised of locally elected citizens who are in a superior position to make decisions that protect the quality of educational enterprise. They do not back away from this responsibility. They welcome an opportunity to exercise not only the responsibility of managing in a crisis, but also the authority to take the necessary steps. We believe that the best decisions are made at the levels closest to the people. This crisis gives those of us who support that belief an opportunity to practice that. We seek a temporary tool that would allow local districts to combine the responsibility they have with the authority they need. While we see the inherent wisdom of categorical aids for special situations, it is necessary to give school districts the temporary authority needed to transfer money from one fund to another without having to pass a bill at the legislature to get it done. This is just one simple suggestion, and yet it would really empower districts on a temporary basis to preserve the quality of service they provide to our children. It is time to think anew and not linger along the same old routes. Bold challenges call for bold action. Speaking for the school boards and superintendents from 20-plus districts in southeast Minnesota, we believe that this new authority will give us the room we need to manage until better times return. And better times will never return if we forfeit our future by shortchanging our children. The decisions our state leaders make about education in coming years will shape our future for generations to come. It will determine whether our children have the chance to reach their potential. And the rising importance of education reflects the new demands of our new world. Our students are growing up competing with children not only in Rochester and St. Paul, but those in Finland and Japan. Without a quality education, our children are less likely to keep up with their counterparts. It's not just that a world-class education is essential for our students to compete and win. It's that an educated workforce is essential for Minnesota to compete and win. If we want to out-compete the other states and countries tomorrow, we must out-educate them today. Today, I couldn't help but think of all the opportunities that quality education has given me. Education has put me on a pathway to success. The reason I'm speaking to you today is to give every child in Minnesota that same opportunity. To give that child out there born with a gift for invention the chance to become the next Thomas Edison. To give that young boy out there a chance to work at Mayo Clinic and create a life-saving cure. Our future depends on it. I know that if Minnesota makes education its top priority and adequately funds it, not only will our children be able to fulfill their potential and live out their dreams, not only will our schools out-educate the world and our workers out-compete the world, but we will make sure that the state of Minnesota remains an inspiration of opportunity and success for all. I want to challenge you today. I challenge you to work together for our children in Minnesota, considering all students to be your business, your responsibility. Put them first. Leave your differences behind and pull together for our young people. As I stated earlier, we are not